Hi and welcome to my new Tarkov series, all about pain, suffering and struggle. I know, it sounds amazing. Okay, even if not, it should be an interesting journey. Rules are very simple. Solo only, no flea market, no scav, no secure container in raid. I'm also playing on a standard edition account. The goal is reaching maximum loyalty on all traders except fans and probably Jäger. Let's call it where it is. Leveling Jäger is abysmal right now. The enough reputation you gain for his quest, and many of them are real pain in the ass. I'm still not sure about this, but I'll give you an early warning just in case. Sounds bad enough? Okay, let me explain why I even do this to myself. As some of you may know, I play EFT since December 2017. Yes, I'm that old and I still remember the dark times where there was no flea market and no mercy if we encountered somebody that pushed traders and had good gear. But you see, the more I play current iteration of Tarkov, the more I see why I enjoyed games so much back in the day. One thing that is lost for me with flea market is enjoyment from small things you find in raid. Yes, I'm more about immersion when it comes to Tarkov and less about Shift W and AD spam. I still remember those small achievements in raid. Finding that nice gear you couldn't just buy, that big barter item you will use to trade for good armor. I don't know, somehow everything felt like it made sense and it was adding to the overall Tarkov experience. With flea market, you just look at monetary value and you're set. You can buy anything you want, anytime you want. I just want to enjoy the whole progression longer, even if that makes game a little harder. When New Wipe came and we had more info about scav karma, I felt like it may be just too easy now to make money with your scav. I also knew the whole system will change a lot, and frankly, I'm just diehard scav deathmatch on Factory Addict, so I didn't want to ruin karma with that playstyle and regret it later. The other reason was maybe some RNG bias, because I did one scav run even before my offline PMC runs you can see right now on the screen, and I found 2 corrugated hoses in village on shoreline, and it felt kinda not right for this challenge. So here we are, suffering greatly because of that, and by that I mean literally. Few bad runs as PMC and you are in a big struggle, so if you ever want to emulate this challenge, I would keep your scav so you can run at least decent loadouts and not try to survive at all costs because you are just that broke. That leaves us with the last rule, no secure container in raid. So what's the deal with that? Well, I saw many debates about that rule on Reddit. Also, Nikita spoke on various podcasts about this game vision, and one of the things he mentioned was not using secure container to put items in raid. So I said, why not? Let's try it. I will be playing slow and try to stay alive, so that rule should not impact me much. I will be also using alpha container, so there is not much room for anything there anyway. I also wanted to test it and form my own opinion on this topic, so here we are. And to clarify, I still use secure container, but just to bring stuff in raid. I will put there keys, meds and other stuff I may need, just nothing will ever get put there in raid to secure it in case if I die. Okay, I hope now everything is clear about this solo self-found challenge. By the way, this term is from Path of Exile in case you never played that game. Now the question is how I should deliver this. I'm not gonna lie, I had a big problem deciding how it should look. I could just put unedited full raids with preparations after right summary. But I felt like if you want to see this, you can always watch me live on Twitch or even check the VOD there. So the decision was to use power of editing and making it more condensed experience. I will make some cuts, give some summaries, but the main important stuff will still be there. I will leave good firefights, my mistakes, or parts where I just joke around. I may still go with full raids if I will feel like it's worth showing you this. For instance, as an example of how I avoided squad and survived raid, etc. It may not always be about some crazy PvP. Actually, in this mode surviving is very important, so there may be a lot of situations where I actively try to avoid combat. So don't expect action all the time, you have been warned. So to summarize, what can you expect? Most commentary will be from my live streams, I may add additional info if it will be needed. You should learn about my overall strategies, how I make money, how I PvP, maybe some new loot spots you were not aware of. Best part is that even if you want to play with flea market after you reach level 20, right now this is the level required to unlock flea market, you should find some good tips for that part of the game by watching the series. I couldn't also play Tarkov that much this wipe. At the moment of releasing this video I'm still level 17 and it's almost 2 months into the wipe. So this series should also be useful for people joining mid-wipe. You can also expect some mini guides, like the guide that will be in the first episode. I will talk there about early questing and what items you need to find early to have smooth progression. It will be live talk, so don't expect the level of detail you saw in my other guides, but there will be also some proper guides as we progress in the series. What I'm thinking about right now is about what you should loot to make money when selling to traders. Anyway, thanks for watching this introduction video and see you on the next episode about questing and items to keep for early game. From there, on the second episode, we will jump into the deep waters and go with the actual raids. Hope you will like those and see you there.